All right, today we're diving into some really timeless spiritual wisdom. It's basically a conversation between a seeker and one of the 20th century's most incredible sages, Ramana Maharshi. We're going to unpack his bouquet of spiritual instruction and get to the heart of what he was teaching. So let's jump right in with the first big question. And this one, wow, this feels more relevant now than ever, right? I mean, we are just flooded with experts, influencers, gurus. Everyone's got answers. But in this absolute sea of voices, how do you even begin to spot a genuine guide, a true master? So, for our answer, we're turning to this text called Upadesha Manjari, which has this beautiful translation, a bouquet of spiritual instruction. And what's cool is that it isn't some dense lecture. It's a series of questions and answers, a real direct dialogue between a disciple and a master, tackling the big, fundamental questions you have on a spiritual path. Okay, so first things first, we have to tackle the very question that kicks off this whole text. How do you know a true master when you see one? What are the signs we should really be looking for? Just think about that for a second. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it some kind of charisma, maybe performing miracles, having a huge devoted following? Let's see what the text has to say. So here we see this huge gap between our usual ideas and what this text describes. It's got nothing to do with external shows of power or making big claims about being enlightened. A true master is all about their inner state. They are constantly abiding in the self. They see absolutely no separation between themselves and anyone else. And they have this unshakable calm, this self-possession. It's a state of being, not a performance. Okay, so we've got a handle on the master, but, it takes two to tango. What about the other side of this relationship? What's required of us, the people who are seeking? And the text is just as direct about what it takes to be a true student. And it's not about how many books you've read or what group you belong to. Nope. It comes down to something way more essential. And here it is, just two things, but man, are they profound. First, you need an intense and incessant longing to be free from suffering. We're not talking about a casual hobby here, but a burning, all-the-time desire. And second, no desire for anything else. That points to this singular, all-consuming focus, a total, unwavering commitment from the seeker. So now that we've looked at the who, the master and the disciple, let's get into the what. What is the actual nature of the spiritual instruction? The text uses a very specific word for it, upadesha. The word upadesha literally means restoring an object nearest to its true and proper place. Now, this definition is the absolute key to understanding everything else. Pay attention to that word restoring. That implies the teaching isn't about adding something new or giving you a belief you didn't have. It's about bringing something back to where it always belonged. So, according to this teaching, our natural state, our home base, if you will, is just pure, peaceful being. But the mind, well, the mind has a tendency to wander, doesn't it? It slips away from that center. And the moment it strays, it gets caught up in all the chaos of the world. It gets, as the text so perfectly puts it, buffeted and battered by the vicissitudes of life. I mean, we've all felt that, right? That feeling of being pulled in a million different directions, just leaving you feeling exhausted and totally lost. And this is exactly where the teaching, the Upadesha, comes into play. Its entire job is to be like a mat for that wandering mind. It shows it the way back home, restoring it to that original primal state of wholeness and peace. It's really a journey of return. This right here just captures the whole thing perfectly. The master's job isn't to give the disciples something new. It's to reveal what's already there. They showed the seeker that the goal, the self, the absolute, whatever you want to call it, it isn't some distant prize. It is, in fact, your own immediate and identical nature right here, right now. So, all of this brings us to one final, really profound question that's raised in the text. It's a kind of paradox that gets right to the very heart of this relationship between teacher and student, and the nature of realization itself. And here's the question. If the spiritual being of the master is the exact same as the spiritual being of the disciple, if they're fundamentally identical, then why is the master's help, their grace, even necessary to realize it? The text just leaves us with this beautiful paradox. It's not a puzzle to be solved, but an invitation. It's a mystery that points us back to our own direct experience, asking us to explore that profound relationship between our own effort and the grace that guides us. It's a question to live with as you walk your own path. Thanks for exploring this with me.